I'm Abby,
And I'm Anna.
and this is Serious Beef.
Welcome. Now, this time, shout out to the O'Fallon Library.
Yeah.
This room is a little more echoey, though. So we'll see.
know,
We'll
we're
see if
not
we
as-
like the sound. We'll see
We're
how
not
it
as
goes.
closed in.
We're not. We're like she's at one end of the table and I'm at the other.
I know. I don't know if these rooms are soundproof, but I hope that they are.
Because it's weird because there's a glass wall behind me and there's someone else in the room next to us. And if they can hear us, we're gonna apologize. But who knows? We're gonna hold up a sign. Listen to Serious Beef.
Recording in progress. Shut the fuck up.
Get quiet out there.
Um,
It's much quieter outside our door, though, than the other night when we were at the
it
mosquito.
is.
There are no
Which
children
makes
running
me think
and
that it
screaming.
might be soundproof.
little bit?
Because I am looking at you, and the woman's right over your shoulder, and she has not looked up yet.
Not made a sound.
Not-
made
when
a
we
move.
said
Not made a
don't-
move. And you know what? I've seen several people, and even one little girl just kind of skipped on by, but I didn't hear anything.
So I'm hoping it's soundproofed.
Awesome. Okay, this could work.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, okay.
Obviously, we're going to give it a shot. Next,
All
what's
right.
the beef?
The beef. Well, we gotta be quick
We
today.
have the same beef.
We can
We have
be
the
quick
same
today.
beef.
Yeah, fireworks.
Fireworks. No, and I take that back.
Yeah.
I love fireworks. I adore fireworks. I cannot
Yeah.
wait to watch them every year. I will go to multiple fireworks shows
I love
because I love them.
fireworks.
I have beef with the dumbasses who don't know what they're doing, who shoot the fireworks off over the top
Like
of
in neighborhoods.
my neighbor, my in-laws' roof. You know, or while we're all sitting in the backyard watching the fireworks and they're shooting them off over the top of us.
Which, I mean, like they said that they went. So we didn't go out. Listener, if you're not aware, we're recording this a couple days after the 4th of July.
Anyway, happy 4th of July, a little bit
Happy 4th
belated
of July.
anyway. Yeah,
A little
right.
bit. It will be about 2 weeks belated,
It
but
will.
that's okay.
Oh, you're right, it will be. But you know what?
That's okay. That's
We're
okay.
always a day late our short. We talked about that.
Yep.
So that's okay.
Yep. But that's okay because but I couldn't go out to Grandma and Grandpa's for the
Right. We
fireworks
always
show.
go to my in-laws for the fireworks because their backyard faces the park.
Yeah.
And we can have a great view from their yard. So we always go over. And it's also the day before your dad's birthday.
Which means that yesterday was Wayne's birthday.
It was. Happy birthday to my hubby.
Happy birthday to Wayne.
We typically kind of celebrate his birthday. So I wasn't feeling great, so I actually didn't go. I stood at my back door and watched them at home, and Sam FaceTimed me, and so I could see ones that didn't get up over the trees. And then, you know what was hilarious? While I'm standing there watching them, I look down and hear Stormy, my evil cat,
Yeah.
standing next to me watching out the window as well. And I almost tripped over him because he's so dark, and I had turned off all the lights. So.
Maybe
it was
that'll
pretty
have
funny.
to be our maybe that'll have to be our next episode is the pet episode.
We
when
need to
talk
do
about
that
your
because
evil cat.
we need to talk about my evil cat. Yeah, or maybe we don't. I don't know. Maybe listeners don't want to know about
Well-
that evil cat. But you have good pets, so you have good stories.
We do, and you know what? And we honored Cobblepot
Poor
recently,
Cobblepot.
you know,
Yes.
and he didn't even get a chance
Didn't
to be
make
on
it. Didn't make it to the pet episode.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So, but anyway, so you guys
So-
were having the same issue in your
Well,
neighborhood.
well, I was saying that they went to Grandma and Grandpa's and they shot the fireworks and then they came in and there was like all this like white stuff all over
All
their
over the
kitchen
table.
table and they're like,
Mhm.
what is this? And they realized that it must have been because they were shooting off these giant loud fireworks and
loud.
it shook the house so much that the like drywall or whatever came off the
the
ceiling
paint in the ceiling is it
and
kind
like
of sifted
dust.
down.
Yeah.
All over the table.
Unbelievable.
I mean, there
I
was
hate
one
that.
from the park that was so loud that it shook my house across halfway across
you're
town.
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
halfway across town.
So
from
it was.
I know it's not a big town, but it's still
exactly.
a ways.
You know, it wasn't like I wasn't as
at
close
least
near as close as they
at
were.
least 2 or 3 miles.
But yeah, these people are shooting off these fireworks that they should not have.
No.
I don't know. If anybody loves to shoot off their own fireworks,
I get it.
go for it, I guess.
love
But do it
fireworks.
somewhere safe,
Yeah.
not in your neighborhood.
No.
like
Come
over,
on.
especially if you're gonna shoot it over somebody's house, shoot it over your own damn house.
Yeah.
Don't shoot it over your neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And they get stuff. Ashes and stuff are raining down on them while they're
Yeah.
trying to watch fireworks
I
in
was
the
like, it's your
backyard.
barbecue
That
now.
is so uncool.
No.
And then your neighbors did it,
Yeah. Well,
and I
here's the-
saw it. I drove by your house,
Well,
and
I'll
Ashley pointed
say-
out to me.
Yep. I'll say our neighbors are. We really don't have. We're pretty fortunate with neighbors.
For the
We
most
got
part,
some good
100%.
neighbors. We left our garage door open one night. Like didn't realize
Oh,
it.
wow,
Left it
yeah.
up all night.
Yeah.
And our neighbor who lives across the street. Super nice lady. She's a nurse. She
Okay.
works a lot of the night shift because she doesn't have kids and whatnot. And so
Mhm.
it works out for her to work those shifts.
Nice.
Well, she I guess was off, but so she keeps those same hours.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
realized our garage door had been left open and whatnot.
Okay.
She watched it the whole night. She like sat by her living room is there, but she kept the window open a little bit so she kind of keep an eye on it. And the next day she goes, "Hey." I was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, we know. We saw it the next morning. We got
Oh
up, saw
my
that it was open,
gosh.
closed it. And she was like, okay, I was good. She said, because I went to bed. And I was like, I hope that they, get up soon and what was that? Because she was worried. I mean, and it wasn't even a big deal. Nobody,
Aw.
she's like, nobody came by or
She
nothing.
watched
But
your
she kept the little
garage.
curtain open so she could keep an eye on it.
Well, that
But
was
so we're
super
pretty,
nice.
we're pretty fortunate. Now, not her, but the people next to us.
Sure.
They got a bunch of kids and they sell a bunch of stuff, and it's not the real big things, but it is like the issue that we run into is that nobody picks up their trash.
Yeah.
Okay, I do my
I could
little.
see it in your yard.
It's in my yard.
So they didn't
we-
even do it in their own yard.
No, they do.
They shot it over into your yard.
Well, it's like the wind carries
Yeah.
everywhere. Well, but I do my little walk around the neighborhood, and I just do like the little short lap on Friday or whatever it
Sure.
was. And I come around and I see this one house has their like trash can is out by the street because our trash day is normally on Thursday.
Okay.
But they moved everything back, because of the holiday. And so they got their trash can is literally right there at the end of the driveway. And then I've got my hands spread wide, like about 2 feet across, circle of all of the trash of all the fireworks, not in the trash can, just on the ground. They just scooped it all in front of the trash can.
Well, they're not gonna
And
pick
it's
that
like,
up.
It's the tanks, it's the bottle rockets, it's the poppers, it's sparklers.
The trashmen are not going to pick that up
No.
off the ground.
And I literally, when I walked through, it was like so many houses. They just they just let the kids go out. They set off their fireworks in the street, and then they just leave it.
Just leave the trash.
Like they just leave all the cardboard things.
That's
And-
actually called littering. Okay.
Right, and they're not
Which
the big
is
one.
illegal.
They're not the big ones that are gonna like
Doesn't
shake the
matter,
houses.
it's still
but
trash.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's my beef.
Well,
Like, we
and-
didn't have to worry about the house
Okay.
shaking or nothing, and I don't have nothing against
Yeah,
people.
but now you got garbage all over the place.
right. I don't have nothing against people.
So that's
shooting
still
stuff.
terrible.
We love to shoot things off.
We did it
were
when I was a
young.
kid too. We had the sparklers and
Very
we had the little
fun.
things you throw them like and they'd snap. And
Oh my
you-
god, the little
you know,
poppers.
my
Yeah,
mom,
yeah.
Dad wouldn't let us have anything dangerous, but but then guess what? All the trash was gathered up. The sparklers, like when you were a kid, sparklers go into a tub of water
Just in case.
so that we don't
Burn
light
the place
anything on
down,
fire. And then everything's disposed of. No trash is left laying around. For one, like love yourself, love your neighborhood. Why would you want your
Well, that's just
neighborhood
it.
to be now full of trash? So I totally agree with your beef. It's not cool.
Right.
Feel free, whatever, shoot it off. Be safe.
I love fireworks.
Love fireworks.
So dangerous.
They're
I think they're so
gorgeous.
cool.
They're so gorgeous and I love them. And I'm just amazed still after how many years I've lived on this planet and have seen fireworks.
Yeah.
So many times I still love it.
I learned.
I'm still fascinated.
I watched Me and Ashley are documentary nerds.
Yes.
We watched documentary, I think, on fireworks and
Oh,
whatnot.
did
This
you?
is a long time ago.
Okay.
But
Still cool.
they had it was one of like the biggest like fireworks like manufacturers, and I think they were in like Mexico, and so much of it was like not above board. But they were talking about like, actually, I take that back. I think it was in China was where they were talking about. And they were saying how they have all these fireworks, and because fireworks are really big for Chinese New Year.
Oh, well, yeah, they
you know.
originated in China.
Yes.
So,
So
they've
that
been using
that
them
is
for longer than anybody.
yeah, they have the biggest manufacturer and whatnot. And so
Okay,
they were talking about the different like kinds and whatnot, and like obviously how certain things are illegal in certain places and they're not, and yada yada. And they had said, what I thought was a fun fact was that blue fireworks are the most expensive because it is the most difficult to make the color.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like you imagine when things explode, they naturally look red, orange, yellow. That's very easy to
For
make.
sure. For sure. And you're right.
blue-
You see a lot of red
Yeah,
and orange.
and white,
White
and,
for sure,
and
and then
yellow.
then I think green might be, and then blue is probably right. You probably see the leaves of the blue.
It's those. Oh, you're okay. Those cool colors. The green, the blue,
I'm sure
the
the
purple,
green, purple,
greens.
yeah.
Those are difficult.
So they're more
because-
expensive. It makes sense.
And blue is the most expensive
for
yeah.
sure.
But of
yeah.
course, for 4th of July, red, white, blue, baby.
Yeah.
So
you
there's
gotta
they
have the
sell
blue.
they sell a lot of blue, and they're
Yeah.
like, heck yeah, we love those dumbass Americans. They gotta have them blue fireworks.
They jack up the prices of the red,
Yes.
white, blue.
So
we got some green real cheap.
real cheap green, real cheap green.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, so I thought that was like, I was like, oh, yeah, it sounds something you really think about because they're
Mhm.
like, that it was really you would really like this documentary because
I'm
they
gonna
talk
find
about
it. Yeah, very
yeah.
cool. You know I would love it.
oh yeah, because they talk about like I said they talk about like these colors are more difficult or like these you see like the different types of like okay these ones go off and then they go off again and it's like they have like a delayed timer kind of thing like like a delayed fuse. So, but it has to like survive the first explosion
Certainly.
so that it can explode again.
So
So
they have
it's
to find a way to do that. That's
yeah,
incredible.
it's very interesting. Yeah, and then how
Fascinating.
they do the like, my favorite, the waterfall ones.
Yeah.
And so it's like they explode, and then you have whatever I think is like powder or something like that. Like that's what falls, and then it's like igniting.
Igniting as it keeps falling.
Yes.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
the science and whatnot behind is very
Very
interesting.
cool. Yeah.
But also the people that they were interviewing, because they weren't just interviewing this one thing, they were interviewing all these people. Are some of them are exactly who you would expect to be working in fireworks. That you're like, man, like this guy is like,
He's a pyro. Is he?
yeah. But also it's also like, I can't believe you're not missing any fingers.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they're just we're gonna let them off, let them off, and da da da. And we're like,
Well, do you know I read a thing because there's so many fireworks mishaps. Right?
Yeah.
So many fails. You can watch a million videos on YouTube and wherever of firework fails. But I read very interesting fact that legal fireworks are made. They are designed to not go off until you're out of the way.
oh,
They are
weird.
designed to give you enough time
Oh,
to
well,
get away.
yeah,
Okay, now the illegal ones that you buy,
not necessarily.
that you're setting off in your neighborhood like a moron, they are not.
Not so much.
There's no, regulations on those.
Well,
They're,
and-
they're blowing up in your hand.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and now have you seen like the bottle? Have you seen people use the bottle rockets? You know what I'm talking about? They're like
Yeah.
like almost like a pipe of them.
Correct.
And people have them. They'll light them and they'll
Shoot them at each other. Yeah. They get some.
I won't lie, that's hilarious, and that feels like a thing I would do as a child. And then I also feel like
yes.
somebody loses a finger, and then they can't do it ever
It's
again.
only funny until somebody loses a finger. That's
Right.
legit.
Well,
Okay. Before we forget, secret sauce.
secret sauce. We went with country gravy
We
sauce.
said that felt very America.
Yes.
Country gravy.
Now,
Sorry, I kind of
I
spoke
know,
over you.
No, you're okay. I feel like country gravy. I had never heard of it called country gravy sauce, but we had looked up because we were like, we need sauce ideas.
Yes. Yeah. We googled sauces.
It had said country gravy sauce, so that
Well,
made
you
me
know
think
what? You put it on your
biscuits.
Okay, I'm thinking sausage gravy, but I guess same thing.
Oh,
What's
right.
the what's
Your
the
your country fried steak.
country
Your-
fried steak? That's
I
what I
almost
was
said
thinking.
Salisbury steak.
Yeah,
It's not
you
quite.
put it on your country fried steak, and I
Yeah.
guess that would then definitely you
The
put it right on the
sauce.
top there.
Right, you dip and maybe.
We're
Maybe
gonna call
you
it a
dip
sauce.
Yeah,
What's done is done.
it's true.
There's no going back.
It's true. I got thoughts on that, but that's all right. It's just about British people who tried biscuits and gravy, and they were like, biscuits are a completely different thing over in in the UK.
It's true. They're like cookies.
right.
right.
So when they say,
What
hey,
we
we're
call
gonna
cookies.
have biscuits and gravy, they're thinking that you're about
Well,
to have
that's-
some like chocolate chip cookies smothered in brown
That's-
gravy. That sounds
You're gonna put
horrible.
a shortbread cookie in some
Right.
gravy,
And then they bring out the American biscuits and the white gravy, and they go, okay, first of all, white gravy, and then the one guy, this is a scone. This is a scone.
it's
I
not
will
a
stop.
scone.
It's not a scone. It's a
It's a
biscuit.
biscuit.
And the one guy tried, he goes, there's some sausage in there. This is delicious. I was like,
That's
Those
awesome.
Southerners.
That's awesome. I love it.
I love a good biscuit and gravy.
Oh yeah, delicious. Okay,
But
you know
back
what?
on the fireworks real quick.
Okay.
Let's run through our zodiac.
Okay, go for it.
We-
While we're on fireworks,
we
let's do it.
missed the zodiac multiple times in a row, but
Which is okay. I was okay with that,
that's
because
okay. We were taking
we
a
don't
break.
have to force it. We don't have to
We
force
didn't
it.
force it.
So
But I
let
thought-
it come naturally.
We do love fireworks, and I was
Sorry, Carter.
natural. You're done. But I thought we love the fireworks, and
We
so I
do.
wanted to highlight some good fireworks because we do love them.
Yes.
Though
That
they
are
were
set
our
off
beef.
by professionals.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, even though they
Yes.
were our beef at the beginning.
Yes.
So
we have a
so
love hate relationship, but
we looked at there was only one I could find that was really a good zodiac.
Okay.
And they weren't the fireworks though. They were I would consider these firecrackers. And they were like the
Agreed.
tanks, the sparklers,
Agreed. They're
things
the
like
little
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Right.
I don't,
Legal
that's-
stuff, but
But it's not the big bang stuff like
No.
your big professional fireworks. And so we were like, no. We
No,
want
no, no.
we want the big stuff. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
We want the cool stuff.
So we
The
looked it
stuff
up.
you ooh and ah at.
I want to ooh and ah.
Legit.
So we
Okay.
looked up. I use these kind of as a base. Use these as a base, and we came up with some. Okay, so Aries. I'm not reading the dates off. Listen, look it up. If you don't know what you are at this point, okay.
Everybody knows what
all
they are.
three.
Everybody knows what they are.
You know what you are.
we
you know
always
what
start
you
with
are.
Aries, and Aries, why I don't know.
It's always that's what the
Because
the
it's always
zodiac
like
starts
The
with.
zodiac, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
It always starts like what? Is it
March.
end of March, beginning of April?
My little graphic that I put together
Yeah.
always starts with Aquarius because they are the first month. Like technically, I could start with Capricorn, but their Capricorn dates start in December,
Mhm.
so it feels wrong to start with them.
Okay.
Even though I am,
But a lot of things
The
that I
main
look at
character.
start. You are the main
they
character.
usually
It's
start
true.
with Aries though.
They start with Aries, yeah. So
yeah.
okay, let's go. Aries, whatever.
All right, Aries. You are bold. You are dynamic. You like loud noises, and at times even deafening ones. Moreover, instantaneous action is what you love.
Instantaneous action.
Yep. So we're gonna give you the white flash ones, which is maybe not what it's called.
We don't.
I also
we don't even have
saw
a name
these-
for you. Sorry.
This is the
Aries.
one. This is the only one that's like vague. I also have. I thought I saw it was called Salute. I'm sure post edit Abby will figure this out and will talk
I'm
over
gonna
me.
Google it. Let's go.
But
okay.
but I did a Google.
Okay. Here we
But Salute, it's the fireworks that go off and it's just like a instantaneous like
go.
flash,
Loud,
and then it's
wide boom.
horribly loud.
But it's always because sound, of course, doesn't
Yes.
travel instantaneous to you. So
Afterwards,
you know. You feel it in your soul later,
Oh.
right?
I hate those ones. Sorry, Aries. That's what you are. You're the white flash ones. Hey, listener. Post edit Abby here. I Googled. I still don't know what the hell these are called. The best I can do is a photo flash firework. I have no idea. It's not my fault they don't label their fireworks effectively. Taurus, you are artistic. You like beautiful visuals, but at the same time, you do not like terrible sounds. So we are giving you the glitter firework. It depicts your love for beauty and visual spectacles. You might be asking yourself, what the hell is a glitter? Is a glitter one? And I tell you that I'm not really sure. That's not true. What are they?
They go up and then they they burst and then you have the sparkly. They're sparkly, glittery.
They're sparkly
and
glitter.
That's
Is that like the strobe ones? Yeah. Oh, okay. The glitter ones are exactly what I thought. That like they go off and it's not like a waterfall that they fall,
no.
but like this is so useful
They
to try
just-
to
they just kinda
audibly explain the fireworks.
This was really a good choice for us. Yes.
But they're like, yeah.
And they just sparkle. They're so pretty. Yeah, and they come in different colors.
It's
yeah.
true. Yeah, I
Love
think
it.
yes.
Okay. So
Glitter.
Next.
All right, Gemini. Gemini, your sign. You're the twins.
It's
right.
True.
You're the twins. Your love for variety is what sets you apart, and the two twins are the symbol of your sign. So when two go off at the same time, it feels like it's pretty fitting, right? So we're giving you the ring.
Yes. Not the
We're-
movie. The firework.
No, yeah, the one ring, not the one of the rings. Those are the ones that look like Saturn, right? The
Look
ball
like a
goes off
Saturn,
and the
yeah.
ring goes off
You
around
ring
it.
and then you have the in the center. Yeah.
So you get two for the price of one, Gemini. That's you.
Nice. Fitting.
All right, Cancer. This is Wayne. That was Sam. Was the
Sam is
was the last
Gemini.
one.
I don't
yeah.
know why we keep saying that. She don't listen.
None of them listen.
None of them listen.
Did Wayne ever give us a chance after the fish? Did we ever?
You know what? I'll have to inquire.
I can't give him too much shit. It is the day after his birthday now.
It's true. We can't give him a hard time. But you know what? Happy wife, happy life. So we'll
It's
be
true.
talking. We'll be talking.
Mm,
I haven't
All
given
right.
him that get well card yet. So you know it's
Sure,
coming. It's
sure.
coming.
We'll have to see what he thinks of this.
It's true.
Glad you're feeling better if he says it was good.
There you
That's
go.
what we'll do.
Right. There you go.
All right, Cancer. You are sensitive and get irritated or rather pissed off with deafening sounds, but pleasant sounds and nice visuals attract you. So we're giving you the palm tree
Yeah.
ones. Those are the ones that go off and then they kind of like
Branch out like a palm tree.
Yes,
Beautiful.
like a palm tree.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
It is an excellent visual. Yes.
Isn't it? I think I described that one pretty damn well.
That's I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
If I could get it, anyone can.
Anyone can.
All
All right.
right.
If there will be a visual, I'll post a
You know
visual.
we'll put it
You
on
know
the
I will.
Facebook.
If I can put a video together, I won't. But I could have. All right, Leo. You love attention. You like people giving you attention. Moreover, you have a penchant for all things grand. So we're giving you the chrysanthemum. This is your classic. You know, they come in all kind of colors. This is what you think of when you think of a firework.
Just a
Probably
big old
explosion.
explosion of beautiful color.
It's
Yep.
true.
Love it.
That's what we're giving you. That's what we're giving you. Virgo, you're highly grounded, practical. You don't like setting off on flights of fancy. But the self introspection is one trait strongly connected with your persona. I don't know who wrote this. They must be a Virgo probably. So we're gonna give you the spiral ones. Those kind of go off to. Now I've never seen these, but I looked it up online. They look very cool.
Very cool.
It symbolizes your core qualities: quick thinking abilities, hard work, rotating at a speed very quickly.
Hence the spiral.
Yep. And pragmatism. I'm not really sure what the spiral has to do with pragmatism.
They said the word rotating, and so there we go.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
what
for
I'm
me.
saying.
And that's enough for me.
And that's enough for me. All right. Libra. Hey, charmer. Being ruled by Venus, you are the one who would stay away from coarse or unpleasant noises and would rather be happy with the dazzle and glitter of the cross-set firework.
Oh,
The
yeah.
cross-set. These are the ones that they go off and they kind of spread out and then they go off again.
And they just kind of go squirrely. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
They are the ones that like kind of swarm around.
Yeah,
They're
right,
the ones
right.
like
They just
and
go off again in more
Yes.
little
smaller
scatters.
ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you get they're more quiet too.
Yeah.
They're more on the quiet side.
They're not your loud booms.
No.
But they're super cool.
We did take into account if you like the quieter ones,
Yeah.
the loudness
It's true.
of the
It's
firework. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, you are the freak who loves all things which are powerful and maybe also scary. The incredible and high-powered sound of the mine fireworks.
Yeah,
The mine
yeah.
fireworks would undoubtedly bring a sense of unusual happiness and light up your face with a wry smile.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
These are the ones that go off there much lower to the ground, which I think is when they said the also scary. These are I think the ones that you would probably have the most chance of getting burned by or something because they
It's
don't
true.
go very
It's
far.
true because you shoot them up. You're right. They kind of stay. They shoot up off the ground,
Yeah,
and it's just kind of this continuous
like
shooting it up over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, until it kind of burns out. It just keeps flaring up and up and up.
yep,
But it stays. The base stays on the ground.
yes,
And-
but they're kind of like almost like they'll shoot off like a bunch of
oh yeah, it's like a whole bunch of it just shooting up into the air.
but they don't go very
And they're
high.
typically like white. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the
Yeah.
times
And they kind of do those a lot, like at the end of the
Yeah.
show. They're like just
Yeah.
shooting up.
they'll put them.
I'm sure that my sound effects, I'm sure that
Yeah.
conveyed it perfectly.
We're doing a lot of sound effects,
Yes,
so I hope you guys
yes.
enjoy this. They usually pair those with like a chrysanthemum, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
the chrysanthemums.
Right.
Oh
Because
boy.
they'll do that. They'll do the little shooty up ones,
While they're
the
doing the
mines,
big
and then
one.
they'll do the other ones up
Yep,
above it.
yep.
Yes, yes.
And also, they are usually Scorpio's like a little sneaky, right? Something in the shadows. And I'm like, if you are like us and there's a tree line in the way, we don't see,
We're not saying those.
we don't see you at all.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, for the Sagittarius is in the room.
Here we go.
Here we go.
What'd you give me?
All right. You are flamboyant, lively, and carefree.
That's
Anyone
true.
who doesn't know this about you would probably be living in a cave.
It's true.
So we are giving you the willow
Ooh.
of fireworks. They aptly depict your love for chatter, devil may care attitude, and brash approach. I don't know how accurate this is. I'm
Brash approach.
we're
That's actually
we stole. I
on
like
the nosy.
they're on the nosy for the description, but I don't know about the description of a willow. We did steal the paragraph, but we didn't steal.
Yeah,
but
but-
we said that biggest manufacturers of happiness, and they are especially used in a happy event. I think
Yeah.
that really
they shoot up
the willow,
and then they branch out and
like
and
the willow tree.
pour down like a willow tree, and they kind of sparkle.
Yep.
And I love it.
I think that flamboyant.
So,
They
yeah.
stay around
I
a
think
while.
it checks out. I
Right.
love it.
They
Yeah,
like the
hang,
attention.
They hang there in the air like that, and
Lively,
they kind of
they really are. And then and
absolutely
carefree, kind of
carefree.
as the wind takes it. I like it. So willow, that's your
Perfect.
Sagittarius.
Perfect. I love it.
Capricorn, you're a person of multiple. That's me, ladies.
Okay.
You are a person of multiple ambitions and are known for your perseverance. Honestly, accurate.
Accurate.
I did see. I'm not. You know that I don't really buy into the zodiac stuff. We just do this for fun.
Exactly.
Right? But every time I see something about Capricorn, I'm like, damn it.
Damn.
that was like kind of oddly specific and oddly accurate. And
Who's
I'm not
watching
really
me
sure.
in my house?
I'm like, okay, well, damn. But
Okay.
but apparently that's what the Capricorns thing is that they're like, I don't believe any of this, and then they're like,
oh.
Uh-oh.
They have to begrudgingly
Uh-oh.
admit that it's accurate.
exactly. So that's what I'm learning. The more research I have to keep doing for these damn
That's
zodiacs, the
hilarious.
more I'm learning.
We're nixing the zodiac. Okay.
But and over your ambitions and your perseverance, these I gave myself the waterfall, not just because it's my favorite.
Just you, I was gonna say, she actually said in the beginning of the episode, this is my favorite. I'm like, wow, favoritism.
Yeah. But
But you know what?
but-
When you write it yourself, you know what? Give it to yourself.
it's one of those things that
Treat yourself, Abby.
I went with it just because it says you don't like short-term things, and the prolonged performance of these pyrotechnics brings great joy for you. It's true.
It's true.
I like they
You get
they
that
fall.
waterfall,
It's
it's-
kind of like the willow, but like all in
Yeah,
one.
keeps on coming down just like a waterfall. You can
Yep.
picture it a bit.
I
You
love
can
it.
hear it sizzle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little static for
That was
you.
excellent.
All right.
So that, it actually is accurate.
I thought it was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
accurate.
it works.
So
It
I
works.
wasn't just fucking around.
No, it checks
All
out, you know.
Checks out. Checks out. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, we gave you the Comet. Chilled out and fun-loving creatures, while other fireworks are busy in either lighting up the skies or creating whistling sounds in someone's ears. You would love to just shoot up in the sky with a semi-shrill sound of whistle. Now, I don't know that comets do the whistle thing, maybe a little bit, but they do. They're kind of like almost like the shooting stars. They're like,
Yeah, they just shoot.
yeah. They
They're
don't. There's
not
no
really-
big explosion
Not
afterwards.
real big in a cluster.
No.
Just those ones that kind of shoot up and yeah.
Yeah,
Little single ones, but they'll do like 3, 4, yeah. all,
Yeah. but they don't do like
random. Yeah.
big explosions at the end. They're just
No,
like
They just shoot up, and but they can be in like multiple colors, which is really
colors,
pretty.
very
yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you're right. The kind of the definition, the description of like shooting star. You just have
Yeah.
one shoot here every now and
Yeah.
then. Yeah, they're really pretty.
Yep. Pisces, this is the only one that I don't have a description for because I disagreed with this because they went with one that was way too specific and is also just a firecracker.
True, and we thought Pisces. Hello,
Fish,
it speaks for itself.
right. There is a firework called the flying fish.
Excellent.
Now, we personally refer to these as fireflies because they're the ones that go off and then the individual little like embers seem to like
Those are the ones that are
scatter.
squirrely, that are
Yes.
up there just swirling around. And yeah, so you said fireflies. Do you know? And then, well, sometimes they're like kind of green.
Yeah.
And so it reminds me of the little green things from James and the Giant Peach.
Yes.
I always think of that when I see
I never know
those.
what those things are
And they, like,
called.
Yeah,
but yes.
squiggle around. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what they do in the air. They just kind of squiggle around.
They
up
kind of
there.
do. And well, and,
So, it makes,
and they
so it's called a flying fish.
they're called a flying fish because they're like they look like a swarm or like a school of fish
just swirling around
all
up there.
over. So we
Okay.
gave you the flying fish. I also love those because
They are excellent.
as we said we talked about the science.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
No idea.
I don't know how they
kept
make
want-
them
we-
do
we-
that.
I don't know if I even saw one this year. We were waiting for one,
Yeah.
hoping they would have one.
Do they have a waterfall? Because I didn't get to see any.
They had the
fireworks.
waterfall. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good. Because last year they only had one,
Yeah.
and I was like, watch your ass, close one.
That's
So
hilarious.
all right, well that's Zodiac. Now I will say I'll go on real quick to kind of in the vein of fireworks. We went to a laser light show yesterday
We did, and I gotta say,
at the Science Center.
legit. And we love the science center, so
Love it.
plays. But we didn't know what to expect.
No, we
had
never
idea.
did.
We walk in and they've got what you said was one of her concerts, old concerts. Was,
Oh,
Being-
specifically, it was a light show set to Taylor Swift music.
we
didn't say
explain
that.
We didn't explain that.
in the
We went to the laser light show set to Taylor Swift music
at the Science Center, and it
the
was
science-
in
science
in
center.
the planetarium. So you have those like chairs. They kind of recline back a little bit.
Yeah, but it has
But
a little
not-
cushion. You can kind of lean your head back and
Yep.
look at the ceiling and whatnot.
And they had the stars up for a little bit, but they were projecting. Yeah, I think it was her Speak Now concert, which you
That
can watch
was-
on YouTube.
Which was what they were projecting it onto the wall. And we're like, are they just going to play this concert and then just like shoot lasers
Yeah.
around the room? We
I
just,
honestly thought
we
that
had no
might have
idea.
been what it was.
we had no idea what to
No.
expect. Nope, it was cool as fuck.
It was cool as fuck.
We
They
thought
had
it was
lasers.
So
They
fun.
had like it was like they would draw out
They
illustrations.
made illustrations out
They
of the
made
lasers.
it synced up to the music. It was
It
very
was synced up to
cool.
the music.
It was about an hour.
All great songs, all songs we
Yeah.
loved,
I
of
think it
course.
was like $13 a ticket. It's about an
really
hour.
very reasonable.
About an hour,
yeah.
and there's not a bad seat.
And the
in the
hour
place.
is just about right enough time because after
Yeah.
we stood up, we were like, "Ooh, I'm a
Oh,
little
Lord.
dizzy," because you're leaning back, looking at the ceiling, watching these lasers go.
Yeah.
But we all, it was you and me and Ash and Ab. Oh no, that's you, Ash and Sam, and we didn't know what to expect. So we had no expectations when we went in. And
Yeah.
we all were like, "Well, that was seriously cool.
That was very cool.
Totally would go
Ash,
again."
Ash even said to me, she like it starts and they get through the first song. Well, I forget what they started. I'm struggling because they did Our Song was the second one. They kind of
Which
went
was
through.
so cute.
Yeah.
I loved
And
our
they
song.
went through
Yeah.
they went through like the albums.
They did.
But I cannot remember what they played
Right.
first. They played "You Need to Calm Down"
Yes.
because that's like the LGBT one, and so they could use all the rainbow colors.
Yes.
So it was very cool.
It was cool.
But yeah, no, it was
And
awesome.
Ash was like, "I thought this was gonna be kind of cheesy, but yeah,
This is very cool.
But that was really cool.
Actually.
We thought it was very cool.
And-
So what
and
was
it-
funny?
Yeah.
We're leaving as we're letting
Yes.
out. The next show is going in. The next show is Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd, and Ash said it. I think this is a very different crowd going in that's coming out. All these little girls, everybody's in sparkles. You're in your Tay Tay shirt. I think Ash even wore a Taylor Swift shirt.
Yeah, I let her. She borrowed
And-
my one. Yeah,
mostly female crowd.
almost. I mean, I would say literally 95%. There, I maybe saw one or two dads.
And I gotta say, it was so fun because everybody just sang along. These little girls next to me sang at the
Oh
top
my
of their
God.
lungs, and they
There
knew
were these-
every
there were
word.
these little girls who were like couldn't be more than 5 or 6.
Really, one was really tiny. She had to been about maybe 3.
Yeah. And they were just dancing at the store.
They were
having-
living their best life.
And here's the thing: is because you're looking up at the ceiling, really,
Yeah.
you can dance around.
No, because they're not
You
in your way
can't
at all.
see- you're not. Yeah, it
they're
doesn't
not
block
blocking
anything.
It
It was actually
they were
really
having a
cute.
ball. The little grandma dancing with the
Oh
the
my
itty bitty one.
God.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah, shaking off. They ended with shaking off,
yes.
and everybody's up
and
dancing.
everybody's
around.
shaking it off. If you ever get a chance to go to the Laser Light
Well,
show,
they had
at
them all
the Science
summer.
Center.
They
Yeah,
said that
had
was
them
their
all summer.
first one actually,
Yeah.
and so we highly recommend. By the time this comes out, it'll be 2 weeks in. But
Yeah, if you
they
get a chance,
do
go
a whole
see a
bunch.
show.
Yeah,
It's a
if Taylor
blast.
Swift isn't your thing, like I said, they did Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
they
they
did
have other ones. I can't remember all of them, but
yeah, coming out, and it's easily a solid mix 50-50 men and women.
Yeah,
going
going
to
into
it.
the next
And
one.
most of them are wearing black shirts,
They got
Pink
Pink
Floyd,
Floyd
tie dye, and like you said, literally, there's little girls in like dance recital outfits that are glitter and fringe.
Even
and
the adult
cowboy
women
boots.
were in very
Glitter.
sparkly outfits. So it was a hoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
I looked
groups
at you.
coming out.
I looked at you and said we definitely did not wear enough sparkle. We were not ready.
Well, I was wearing a pink Taylor Swift. I don't know what more you want from me.
You were perfect. I had my Medusa shirt on from the Parthenon because it's in Centennial Park in
Park.
Nashville.
She talks about
That's
Centennial
the
Park.
closest I could get.
Close as we can get. But it was a good
It was a good
time.
time. We had a
And like
good
I
time.
said, $13,
Yeah.
whatever, and
Yeah, we went to dinner.
and
after,
if we had-
it was a fun night out.
yeah, and if we had wanted to, we could have, like I say, if we had been off,
Yeah.
we could have gone over early because it's free.
Well, it's
Walked
free.
around and then gone and done the show.
And as we're walking, when you walk, we parked on the Science Center side and the planetarium side, and we walked through. And when you walk through the thing to get to the planetarium,
The
there's
like
really-
the skywalk or whatever you call it.
You walk, you walk through there, and then you get to the next one called the vault. When you walk
Yes.
through to get, and it's just really cool, different displays, whatever there. And I'm like, what is it in me that makes me think that I'm like, oh my god, look at this, oh my gosh, look at that,
Love
this
it.
is so cool, check this
I
out,
love it.
And I don't know why I'm
We're
such
them
a
lifelong learners.
that's what I'm like, what is it that makes me like that?
And look at that. That is such a perfect
What a
transition.
segue.
What a segue. Because we were gonna do like a personality thing last time with the Colbert questionnaire.
It's true.
Ran out of time, and we still have.
Have you done
30
Have
minutes.
you done this?
I haven't done
Personality
this. No, not yet, because
Okay.
it says it takes 10 minutes. So I figured
It
we could
takes
go
10 minutes.
through.
As long as you don't him and haw over everything.
Right. All right. So we just gotta. You gotta be quick on it. All right. I click take the test on things. You click
Me
on
too.
take the test. Okay.
Mhm. I love
Yeah.
this description though. Be yourself and answer honestly to find out your personality type. No lying. Okay, got it.
No, like although I like this, only 10 minutes to get a freakishly accurate description.
Freakishly
Freakishly
Wow.
accurate. I like
Listen,
that.
Learn how your personality type influences many areas of your life.
So
Okay.
I'm going through. I'm answering.
Are you going already?
I already answered.
Well, I was
two.
gonna read them. You regularly make new friends.
I put agree.
Oh my gosh, I
I'm
feel
trying to.
I feel like I
the
try
more-
not to because I'm grumpy at my work and I'm like, no, I'm not making friends with these people. No.
I talk to people pretty easily.
And then, damn it, if I don't make friends with all of them.
Damn. Well, you can put. It's got a varying degrees.
Oh,
of
it's the
agree or
green. You know why I end up doing it.
Well, I know, but there's like a
I
really
find
big
it.
green circle or a little green
I see it.
circle.
Oh, I
Or
understand.
somewhere in the middle. But here's like the more polarizing you are, the more like accurate,
Okay.
quote unquote.
Okay.
But okay,
Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones.
I said agree. I went with a full agree. Me and Sam just spent like 2 hours discussing the ins and outs of the Hunger Games for no reason.
It's true.
It's true.
I think it was.
I like to talk and think about complex ideas, but if it's me specifically doing something, I'm like, this better be simple and straightforward. I'm going
And
to
that's
throw
true,
myself off.
depending on the task, right?
Yes.
Okay, you usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments.
I put myself. I put a disagree.
I put a second from the disagree because
One-
sometimes when you get emotionally invested, it may sway you. But so I'm
I
not going to
put
say
it
full
one off the
disagree.
neutral.
Yeah, one
but
off.
yeah,
one.
I disagree. I like
disagree,
to.
though.
I like to think of myself as a very
I'm-
reasonable
I
person.
like to be open-minded. I'm not going to be
Yeah.
like so set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, your living and working spaces are clean and organized.
Well, and what if it's over? What
Thing
if
is, because my
actually-
work
you know what?
is, but
I'm
my
giving-
house right now is, I want it to be, but I live with
I'm giving
people who
myself-
aren't that way.
I'm giving myself 2 off into the agree because we just did all of the laundry last night, folded it all, and then I was like,
I'm
I
gonna
must
go one off.
vacuum.
I'm gonna go one off from agree only because the people I live with are slobs.
Oh, that's
All
true.
right, moving on.
Listen, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna do the exact same thing.
You're right. You're right. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure.
Disagree. Oh well, oh,
That's not true.
You're right. I bubble under the pressure later.
Yeah.
But in the
But
moment.
in the
I'm
moment-
really- yeah, I'm good in. I'm.
Can
good
you not
in-
go back?
Oh, you can. You can go
Oh, you
back.
fixed it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting.
Agree.
Oh, yeah.
I do not like to do that. You know
You know
what?
what? The thing is, you know what? It
I
depends on who it
hate
is.
having to share this on social media. I'm like, why can't the viewers just come to us?
It depends on who it is. I'm not. I don't talk to anybody, and I'm not intimidated by anybody anymore because age,
Yeah, but if-
experience, and age. Just like I'm
Agreed.
to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna just get
Sure, but I just don't like doing it.
And if I don't toot my own horn, no one will. And if I don't tell my boss, you better give me a raise because I am invaluable to you, and you know it. I will say it now.
Get them.
So
I can't do that.
But see, with age, you can.
It's someday.
It's someday you will be able to do
You
it.
too,
It also
listener.
depends on who you work with, you
Yeah.
know. But
And if you are
you just
invaluable.
get a point, yeah, you get to a point where I have made myself invaluable, so I can say that, yeah. All right, next.
You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline.
You
Yes,
prioritize and plan tasks effectively.
100%.
I mean, like
I do not like to miss deadlines. I hate being late. I
do
usually show
despise
up
it, yes.
on time, if not early.
okay.
That's my thing. People, stories, and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. I mean, it depends on what we're talking about.
That totally depends. That totally depends on what the situation
Right, I
is.
think
Yeah.
I'm a good mix of like,
Yeah.
I trust the facts and the
Agree.
numbers, but facts and numbers does not represent people's, that's not a good
Yeah.
representation for people.
Okay.
You like to use organizing tools and schedules and lists.
Absolutely.
Look at me, my Excel spreadsheets. I just
Happy
updated
loves
our-
a good. Happy
I
loves
love
a good
spreadsheet.
spreadsheet.
So good. All right, we gotta move through this because
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
small mistake, even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Agreeing on that.
No.
I do.
Disagree.
Well, that's you, Mom.
I'm
We're not
badass.
all
I'm not gonna
you.
doubt myself.
Yeah, see, that's
All
not
right.
me.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and
Oh.
striking up a conversation.
Disagree.
I'm
no.
gonna go one off of agree because I gotta tell you, I do that a lot now.
You do. You're just like, give me that. I'm gonna go give them girls those friendship bracelets. I'm like, no, stop
Look
it.
at them.
Stop it.
Okay, you are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works.
Oh, disagree.
Oh,
Strongly
yeah.
disagree.
Yeah, disagree.
I,
Okay.
we love going to the art museum and looking at that stuff.
Absolutely.
Now,
like I said, we just
sometimes-
we just picked apart and analyzed the Hunger Games. Okay, you prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action.
Disagree. I would say disagree. When determining I'm putting one off
Again,
of
it
disagree.
depends. I'm going to go two off of disagree
Because-
because some of the facts sometimes. So don't be whining at me. The facts are the facts.
Right. I'm putting.
It just
Well, no.
depends.
If you say strongly disagree, then that means you prioritize the feelings over facts.
Probably neutral
I'm putting one
because
off of disagree because it's like if it's a course of action and it's affecting those people specifically, then I feel like
but
I
if they
should keep
if they
their.
murdered someone
Well,
and they're
yes.
whining about
Oh,
it, I don't
100%.
care. I don't want to go to jail, please. No, sorry,
Once
you're
I
going
put
to
one
jail.
off of disagree, I
Okay, there
put
you
one
go.
off.
Okay. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all.
Disagree.
Yeah, disagree.
Can't. No.
Yeah.
Very rarely. Ashley has got me to do that more.
Because she's definitely that way. Fly by the pants.
That's why it's
Seat of her
very
pants,
funny
girl.
how
Yeah.
similar we are,
Yeah.
but how very
And then
much
there's stuff that's
that
very
opposites
different. Your dad and
attract.
your dad and I are the same way too. Like
I don't believe in a true 100% opposites attract or like
true. You gotta
similarity
have
because
something
you
in
gotta
common.
have
Yeah.
you have to complement each other
Right.
a little bit, but
Right.
also if you get nothing in common, what are you doing?
Legit.
You know what I mean?
You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet.
That's a strong disagree. They could have stopped that sentence at "you rarely worry," and I would put a strong disagree.
Honestly, I totally agree with that statement. I really don't care anymore.
You totally agree with that sentence?
I don't. I'm not going to be a
I
total
care
dick.
so much.
Like literally, rule number one is don't be a dick. But
sure.
if I don't make a good impression on you, I don't know. For the most part, I don't really care. It depends on
that's
who
fine.
it is.
Listen,
Depends on who it
I
is.
think J Dog wants me to not care.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you're a dick. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
still going to be a good person. It's just like, don't waste time worrying about.
We
that.
talk about this like, okay,
Yeah.
we're like, oh my god, I'm killing myself doing all these things for all these other people. It's like, who cares? You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
you gotta draw a line somewhere. You gotta
Mm.
think about yourself.
Do what you can do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. You enjoy participating in team-based activities.
Once upon a time in my life, I would have said agree.
For sure. And it
I'm
also
gonna put-
depends
I'm
on
putting
who
one
I'm,
off agree.
who you're teaming me up with. Like, I don't want to do this with my work.
I will say
With
my
my
work
friends.
coworkers are pretty good. So I can't
Friends
really,
or family, yeah.
Right.
Like, we still,
but like group projects in school,
yeah, no, that's nonsense.
awful.
And I'm not teaming up with anybody at my work.
No, and honestly, and here's the thing.
Like, don't make
I
me do some kind of team building activity at my work.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't care
well, and
about that.
I struggle because I'm like, I want to, like, I think that my brain finds the most efficient way to do something, and then somebody disagrees.
Well, I'm 100% super that way because in my mind, I know this is more efficient than any way anybody else can do. So if everybody just listens to me and do what I say, we're all going to be happy.
That's not very good team mentality.
Exactly.
All right, we're moving on. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches.
Well,
Strongly disagree. I hate change. As soon as I find a way that
honestly,
works, I wanna
because
keep doing
especially
it.
when I already have a method that
A
works,
system.
don't give me another. Don't. When I was teaching, that was the thing that I despised the most because it was like, well, you have to constantly stay innovative, and let's come out with new math. That shit didn't work, okay? So I'm gonna say I disagree on that as well. Yeah.
All right, you
Okay.
prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. I say agree.
Yeah.
Because I beat around the bush a lot.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
putting one
just
off
for
of the
one,
neutral.
there are times that it doesn't. There's no sense in you being brutally honest with someone and hurting their feelings when it doesn't really matter in the scheme
No,
of things.
but I also
If I can
again,
avoid,
I'm
if I can
gonna-
avoid hurting someone's feelings, I'm going to do that. But I'm not gonna. If someone says, "Oh, do you like my hat?" and I'm gonna say, "No, I do not like your hat." I'm not gonna do that to somebody. I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, it looks great."
All right, you actually seek out new experiences and in knowledge areas to explore. Agree. We like to do
Yes.
new things.
Yes, love.
You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
I
Agree.
do that.
I do assume that everything is
I'm
going to
gonna-
be terrible.
I'm gonna go off agree.
I cannot.
I'm not as bad
genuinely-
as you are.
I genuinely look at our little thing. I'm like, I cannot believe this. It'll be like, oh my goodness, 12 people listen to your podcast, and I'm like, I can't believe that. I know that you listen, and I listen, and sometimes Ashley listens, and I'm like, I can't believe that there's anybody else that's
Why would
listening to this.
anyone want to listen to us ramble?
Unbelievable.
Yep. Okay, you enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones.
I think I agree with that. I'm going too off into the agree because I am an extrovert now. I think I forced myself to be an extrovert and meeting people and whatnot.
Much more than when you were little.
But
for sure.
I so enjoy being at home and just painting my little things
just
or reading
depends
and being
on-
by myself.
I like both.
Yeah.
So I
my
guess
like
I would
social
be-
battery runs out. I'm like, everybody leave
I'd
me
be
alone
neutral. I guess
for
I'd be
a few
neutral on
days.
that. That means I like both, right?
Yep. Because I really do.
Yeah. Okay.
You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I would say disagree. I'm putting one off the disagree because I do the creative stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
You do when you
Okay,
write.
just
Like you
gonna
write the D&D
strongly
stuff.
disagree.
No.
All that D&D stuff.
But it's so good. It's so great.
You cannot imagine yourself.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
disagree,
I
because
can't.
read
I
that
don't think I
stuff.
could do it. I don't
Yep.
think I could do it. Okay.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I don't think I would be that
Oh
good
my
at
goodness.
it.
No.
You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects.
I'm gonna say
not that
agree.
harsh.
I'm gonna put myself in agree a little bit because
Yeah.
I like.
Me
and
too.
I've
Don't hem and
learned
haw.
this.
Let's go. Because
Right.
honestly, at my work, my boss has been making me insane with this because I'm like, can you please just make a decision so that I can do my job? Okay. So
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah. Well, and I'm the same way. I learned that this is an ADHD thing that your brain sometimes people get stuck in this. I can't do anything because your brain is trying to find the most efficient way to do something, and there really isn't an answer.
Okay.
So I'll,
that's
and
true.
me
Sometimes there
and,
is. Yeah.
listener Cave talking about this because she also has the ADHD, and
Right.
that it's like I'll be cleaning the house, walking around with like 3 hats
Oh,
in my hand,
yeah,
and my
for
arms
sure,
full of things
for
because
sure.
it's like I'm gonna go here. I might as well take this with me.
When the minute
It's
you walk
like-
in the room, another thing pops
Yes,
in your head to do.
exactly.
Yeah, totally been there.
All right.
Okay, you prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I agree with
I
that.
strongly agree. Ashley is more of a I want to relax first and I'll do it later.
No,
and I'm
because
like,
the minute you relax,
I
you're
get-
not going to
mhm.
get back up and do that.
I'm a
Not gonna
morning
happen.
person and I do my chores in the morning.
Yeah, get
Like,
it done,
getting
and
this
then
done.
then you can go have your fun. Yeah.
Exactly. Then I don't have to worry about it all day. Because
Agreed.
if I don't do it, I'm gonna think about it all day that
Well,
I
then-
should be doing.
Then I'm going to be stupid and do it later when I'm like, oh man, I really don't
Right.
want to do this.
I did now.
I
I don't
coulda got it
enjoy
done.
my
Yeah.
enjoy my downtime,
For sure.
and I, and also now I have to do this. And
It's true. It's true.
I mean,
All right, here we go.
in disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others.
Oh no.
I'm putting one agree a little bit
If
because
the person is being a total jackass, maybe.
Well, my thing is, like, if
but
we're
if
in
you're
a-
having a good conversation about
right,
it,
if
no.
we're having an argument, right? Like my biggest thing is like I'm not here to hurt your feelings, but I'm going to prove my point.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings.
I'm putting myself dead neutral.
Yeah, it just depends.
Yeah.
Depends on where I'm with. If it's like your
I-
dad's, if it's like with your dad's work people, then yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna just walk up to people.
Yeah.
If it's my work thing, or if I'm at a concert or talking to people, I might be like, hey, I'm Anna.
Mhm.
It just depends
Yeah.
on the situation.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay.
And like if I have to, I'll do it, but otherwise I don't really want to.
Right. Gotcha.
All right. Your mood can change very quickly. Agree. I'm putting myself.
It's-
I'm giving myself.
yeah,
I'm giving
because
myself two off of the
If shit hits the
disagree.
fan, my mood's gonna change. That's true.
Mhm.
Okay. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments.
I'll give myself a one disagree because sometimes a good sob story will get me.
It just depends on what it is. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
Strongly disagree. I hate doing that.
One off. Sometimes it happens only because sometimes Liv makes that happen.
Actually,
It's
I'll
crazy.
make it two. Because
Yeah.
I'm a procrastinator a little bit.
A little bit.
For me, it is the last possible moment. It's also like a week before the deadline.
It's
You know
true,
what I
too.
mean? I'm like,
I mean, I don't like doing it that way,
No.
but sometimes it's how it plays out. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas.
I will say agree. I enjoy a good debate, but
Yeah. Okay. Next. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own.
I'll give myself one on the agree.
Yeah, I'm flexible. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical.
Disagree.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart.
Disagree. For me, that's a disagree for
I'm a
me.
one off from
Because
disagree.
I-
Also
I
depends on my
usually-
pocketbook.
Yes. Well, that's my thing. I'm like,
Right.
I usually will do.
Yeah.
I tend to do
Or what's
the,
best
the
for my
smart
family.
decision
Yeah,
and not
yeah.
the decision I want.
So like I have to make the best decision, not necessarily.
Wow.
Yeah.
even though it
that's-
sucks.
Agreed. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule.
Disagree.
No. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. No, that's not true.
Disagree.
Yeah.
I will go and analyze and
I
reanalyze.
don't. I'm gonna go. Sometimes I do, but not very often.
It depends on it.
Yeah.
Depends on
Your
it.
friends would describe you as lively and outgoing.
All right. I would describe. Would you describe me as lively and outgoing?
I mean, I think your friends would describe you that way.
Okay. I think that your friends would like describe you.
Typically,
Is that way?
I'm a delight.
I
You
am
were
the- I'm the goddamn delight.
You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing.
Why they keep really?
What's
really
the
pushing
writing?
for writing?
I mean, various expressions of creative,
Creative-
yes, but
but
writing.
Right.
I'll go mostly agree on that.
Right.
There you go. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions.
Agreed. Like I don't like to. I'm not a big what do you call it? The purchaser. What is it? Like the last minute
Yeah.
spur of the moment or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah, sit and think about it for a while.
Emotional-
Research
yes.
and yeah. You like to have a to-do list for each day.
Disagree. Well, oh no, I
actually
have a whole
like it.
planner.
Yeah,
I
I got
have a whole
lists all over
planner.
the damn place.
Agree.
Yeah, I gotta go agree.
I like doing it?
Yeah.
No, but I'm going to forget if I don't do it. You know what I mean?
Okay, here we go. You rarely feel insecure.
Oh, disagree. Disagree.
I don't feel insecure. Okay.
I'm always insecure.
You avoid making phone calls. I mean, I'll do it, but
whispers. Agree.
I don't want to do it, but I don't avoid it. No.
It depends. I have a line.
There's times when you talk to me about stuff, and I'm like, just call them, and you're like, no. Okay, you enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'll give myself one off the agree, but
Yeah,
also
me too.
I'm set in my ways.
My God, this is forever. You can easily connect with people you have just met.
For me, I'm giving myself a slight agree.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago.
Yeah, some level. It depends on the mistake.
Mostly disagree.
I think
Yeah.
everybody has.
Absolutely, everybody has one or two
that's
for
like,
sure.
Remember that time in 3rd grade?
For sure.
Haunts you forever.
Yeah, you
All
are
right.
not too interested in discussing theories of what the world could look like in the future.
Disagree. We just talked about this when we finished The Long Way to a Smaller
Yes.
Planet.
Your emotions control you more than you control them.
Disagree.
No. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is the most logical or what is most logical or efficient. No.
I'll put one in agree because I did answer that I care a lot what other people think of me, which is true.
Okay, I'm going to go one off of disagree because I don't
give a shit.
Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts.
Strongly disagree. You know what that you said you don't care. I remember that lady's shirt at the science center that said honey badger at heart. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
I slightly agree a little bit there. But I also was insecure on the last insecure question.
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time.
I'm going to say agree.
I'm going to say one off of agree.
I love
really like when everybody leaves me alone
I love
and lets
my
me
team,
do my job.
but
totally agree.
Especially when it's like when I'm trying to do my job.
Exactly.
I'm like,
Don't
leave
call
me alone
me.
so that I can do this.
Yes.
And then we'll
Then we'll get together and talk. Yeah.
right. We'll do a meeting to discuss bounced ideas around. But as soon as I have to start doing it, everybody needs to leave me alone so I
Okay.
can work on my stuff.
You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
This I will put one in the disagree because
Yeah.
some things
Yeah.
do not need to be.
Sometimes it could just be fun discussion, but then sometimes it's like, okay, enough.
Yeah.
You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet, intimate places.
Disagree.
I'm
I like being. I'm putting one off. the
yeah,
board
because
I like being around
just
people.
depends. It
But I like
depends on what's
having
going on.
quiet game
Depends on where
nights,
the
right?
exactly. I like both.
Yeah.
100%. I want some time to read and just curl up with a good book or whatever.
Exactly.
But then there's times where I'm like, hell yeah, sign me up for a concert or
I didn't think that I was
whatever.
I was very much of an extrovert until COVID hit and we couldn't do anything. And then I think about 2
okay.
months I was like, I need to be around people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof.
Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Strongly disagree. You know what feels right? Spending my entire paycheck on things that I like.
Right, not good.
Not good.
You often feel overwhelmed.
Agree.
Sometimes. You complete things.
J-Dog, I can feel J-Dog
You
staring me
complete,
down.
you complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
I would say mostly agree.
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly agree.
You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps.
I'll put myself dead center.
Yeah.
Because
depends on the situation again.
Because I'll find myself, we'll be playing D&D, right? And I have my spells. Like I play Wizard in Ashley's campaign. I have my spells, and you can use them straightforward. I'm gonna throw a fireball at this thing. But I also, I'm like, yeah, but you know what would be fun if I had like a more creative solution. What if I did something else?
Okay, you are most likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice.
I'm gonna say disagree.
Yeah.
You struggle with deadlines. Strongly disagree. I'd be hitting them deadlines.
Yeah. And you feel confident that things will work out for you.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna
Depends
say
on the
slight.
situation.
Just one off the neutral disagree.
Yeah.
I'm really more of a pessimist.
Okay.
All right, my
Select
gender?
your gender.
Female.
And see results.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
What'd you get?
My personality type is ENTJ-A.
I am well, what's your thing? Because
I am a commander.
I am an architect.
That's legit.
INTJ-T.
Commanders are bold, imaginative, and strong-willed, always finding a way or making one. Wow, that's so me.
Architects.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Architects are imaginative and strategic thinkers with a plan for everything.
That's so you. That's
if
so
you
you.
hit the next button,
What do I say to guys all the time? Work the problem.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this bitching and moaning. I don't want to hear any boo-hooing. You can cry after it's done. First, we're going to do is we're not going to panic. We're going to work the problem.
There's a
Then you can
there's-
freak out when it's fixed.
Yeah. There's a line in one of the Taylor Swift songs. that
64%
says,
extroverted.
I'm
36% introverted. That checks out for me.
I'm 53% introverted.
That's
Which is
100%.
I'm about dead center.
Yeah, yeah.
I was saying there's a line in the Taylor Swift song that's in my favorite one that's off her new album that she says, I'd rather burn my whole life down than listen to one more second of all this bitching and moaning. I was like,
That's me.
That's you.
I'm like, I don't want to hear the woe is me. People at
Yep.
my work act like their hair is on fire the minute something doesn't go their
Yeah.
way, doesn't work. Like, work the problem,
Yeah.
okay? Let's find a solution, and then if you want to
Yeah.
have a panic attack, then go do it. But that doesn't help us in this
Right.
situation
Or
right
We're
now.
gonna panic for 2 seconds, but now we're gonna
And yeah, exactly.
lock it down.
I'm like, there's times that, you fell and cracked your head open and had to go get stitches. Like, we're going to stay calm. We're going to work the problem. We're going to get you to the hospital. We're going to take, and then after the stitches were in and
Yeah.
you were fine, then I cried. You know what I mean?
It totally
That's
depends on
just
what
how
I feel like for me,
it's
the
got to
more,
be done.
the more severe the problem is, the
Yeah.
easier I slip into
Yeah,
that.
you slip-
I'm
you
going
have
to
to.
do this first, and then I'm going to panic later.
Because the panic doesn't help the situation at all. It actually makes it worse.
Mhm.
It's like,
Unfortunately.
but yeah, oh my gosh, so that was hilarious.
Yep. Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments.
Yeah, and extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and value social interaction. They tend to be outwardly enthusiastic and express their excitement. Legit.
Mind, I have intuitive,
Me too.
78%.
Oh, I'm 66 on intuitive. Okay.
Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities.
Okay, so
Got me. Nature, I got 58% thinking.
61% thinking.
Okay.
Thinking, go ahead, thinking, or I'll read this one. Thinking individuals focus on objectivity and rationality, often dismissing emotions in favor of logic. They tend to see effectiveness as more important than social harmony.
I'm like 58%. I'm closer to the middle, which is about true.
That
like-
makes sense for you.
I'm like, if something is going to tip me one way or the other, it's going to be facts.
It depends on the situation, exactly.
But if it doesn't have to be objective, then I definitely am much more.
Gotcha. Okay, tactics, what'd you get?
88%.
I'm 94% judging. Now read what judging is, though.
Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity.
So it's not that I'm judging y'all. It's that
Yeah.
it's very true. Yeah. There
no,
is a time
I
and place for
think
spontaneity, absolutely, and that can be very fun.
I may make
Yeah.
force Ashley to take this, and then I'll
That'd be hilarious.
post edit ad
right?
and we'll talk
Right.
because I am certain that she is not.
Yeah.
She is prospecting
For
is
sure.
the 12%.
Okay, identity.
69% turbulent.
I am 64% assertive.
Okay, well it's
That
you're
is where we
assertive.
really differ, and it's
Yep.
true.
Hit me with the assertive.
Assertive individuals are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self-confident when striving to achieve goals.
They refuse to be
Refuse.
stressed. What is it? Stressed or anxious? Would it say?
They refuse to worry too much. The
Refuse
thing
to
is,
worry too much.
there are times
It's
when
not that you don't worry. I just
still worry,
refuse.
but I'm not going to let it get the best of me. Absolutely. Yeah.
All
And I
right.
will take an anxiety pill when I need it because, everybody has their worries.
Everybody.
But I don't need it like every day. It's like just really certain.
Oh yeah.
When I travel, I take
yeah.
it. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try to wrap this
Okay,
up
go,
real
go.
quick.
Turbulent.
All right. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. That is me. It gives you more of a in-depth. Well, in it because they'll tell you about your strengths, your weaknesses,
Very cool.
things like
Okay.
that. Like INTJ. That's
I'm
what
gonna have
I
to-
am.
I'm
We're
gonna have to-
rational,
yeah.
informed, independent. Stuff
Gotcha.
like that. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna
Check it
force
out.
Ashley. To take
That'll be
this.
fun.
So we took
Oh.
these personalities on 16. That's 16personalities.com. So if you want to know what yours is and
Do yours and
I'll-
share with us
yeah.
what your little letters are.
yeah, share it.
That'll be fun.
I'll
That'll be
see
fun.
if they've got little
I'm
pictures.
ENTJ-A.
INTJ-T.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, really fast. Skinny scoop poop. Just heard
Go.
this. San Diego. the city of San Diego, they're going to put off their fireworks, right?
Okay.
They got an entire show that's going to last about 20 minutes. Typical
Ooh.
fireworks show, right?
Okay.
They set this all up apparently. It's a whole organized thing. It's going to be set up by professionals, and it's set up to go up to music and everything. So it's like all computerized and how
Oh.
these things are going to be set off, right?
Okay.
Okay. Well, there was a computer error, and the entire
I think I know what this is.
fireworks, every firework was set off at the exact same time.
Oh my
So the
God.
show, instead of lasting 20 minutes, lasted 15 seconds.
That is
And they all went off at the
so
same time.
depressing.
No one was injured,
Good.
thankfully. But can you imagine, so you're all set up, you're ready, you got your spot, gonna get your fireworks.
You know
15
what?
seconds of fireworks.
That is insane. And you know what? Remember I was talking about that documentary that we watched? They actually mentioned in there about how computers and technology have kind of like opened up doors for this because you can program things.
You can program
And so it makes
set it off
it,
to music,
like,
and it's
yeah.
very safe because not
A lot
person
safer.
isn't standing there
Having to
light
light
in
it.
each individual
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Or they don't have to do as much stuff that's like, you know, it used to be like, okay, we're gonna measure this so we know how long this fuse
Right.
is. So it's like, okay, this one will
Well, it's
it'll
true.
get to this point, then
Your
this one will light,
timing.
and then this one will light. They can just
I like
we're
to
gonna set it off now. We're gonna set it off now.
I like to think that it was AI and they were just like rebelling. Like, you want your
Yeah.
fireworks? Here's your
fireworks.
fireworks.
Fireworks. He wants fireworks.
All right,
Bad
we
thing.
got to go.
All right.
Good talking to you and good thanks for listening. I don't know about you, but after this, I'm going to need some serious beef.
And some serious fireworks.
Some serious fireworks.
Bye.
Bye.